Chad, I want to go back to the spring game. You're out there. It looks like you were having fun, running the offense, just playing football again. But when the injury happened, what was your first thought?
There was really no thought in my mind. It was just like something might have happened, not really sure because never had a major injury. But when they told me that I could have tore my ACL or they didn't really know exactly what happened, I was kind of down on myself, but knew in the back of my mind that I could get back from it and come back bigger, faster, and stronger and more mentally prepared, and that's what I felt like going through the whole process of getting back. That's what was in my mind the whole time. So.
Coach told us that you were optimistic even at the time of the injury you'd be back, but are you a little bit surprised you got back this soon with that kind of injury?
I am a little bit, just from previous people. You hear them come back in 8-9 months and stuff like that, and even seeing RG3 last night looking a little timid at times, kind of surprised myself. But I mean, got to give all the praise to God, getting all the prayers and stuff people had sent, and I mean just dedicating myself to be able to come back so quick is definitely the key. Just having your mind right and thinking, hey, if you can come back soon, then you can do it. So anything you put your mind to, you can do it.
How hard is it to play as if nothing happened?
Semi. I mean, for the good 5 months that I was injured, every day I woke up thinking, man, I got a torn ACL. But you know what? Every day I can't really think about that throughout the whole day. I got to stick to what I'm doing and go out there and just play and not think about anything.
You feel no pain at all right now?
A little bit. I mean, it swelled up from the game on Saturday, but nothing really.
When you're on the field, everything that you have to do, everything
Yeah.
that you need to do, you're able to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel perfectly fine, and that's just a testament to working hard and people down in the training staff of getting me to make me feel like it's a brand new knee and nothing's wrong with it. So I definitely give them all the credit for pushing me every day and say, hey, if you don't want to come at 6 a.m., then you know what? You're not going to be able to feel right.
The rehab, you said 6 a.m., is that going to continue for the rest of the season?
Oh, yeah, 6 a.m. for sure, all through the year, every day.
The brace you have on, you'll wear that for the rest of the season?
Yep, rest of the season, maybe even for the spring next year, too.
Is it a deal where if you're just a pocket QB, maybe, it wouldn't be as stressful thinking, but I mean, you're a guy,
Yeah.
you get all over the place,
Yeah.
and now you're coming off this injury.
I mean, dual threat is just an added dimension now to the football game, as a lot of people have seen it and stuff. But, I mean, I think what makes me so special is my running ability. Yeah, I might be a little elusive at times, but I know I can throw the ball too. So that just kind of shows I got to stay in the pocket a little bit more maybe sometimes instead of trying to run around and scramble so much. But, I mean, that's just what I love to do, just go out and have fun, and it just comes as it goes, I guess, when being out there and running around. So
you obviously came here to play after Taj was done. How much did you want to come back as soon as possible this year have to do with looking ahead to next year in that competition?
I mean, honestly, I really didn't come here just because I knew in a couple of years he was going to still be here, obviously. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I came here just to work hard and try to contribute as much as I can to the team. And not even the fact that he was already playing and All-American and stuff like that, wanted me to come back as soon as possible, is that I just loved the game so much that I just wanted to come back as soon as possible, get on the field, throw around, run around. So it was really just I love the game so much. So
I remember Jim kind of wearing those knee braces when he was playing. Did he ever face an injury like that?
yeah, he had torn his ACL, I want to say back in his junior year of high school maybe or something like that. I forget when he had tore it, but he had told me right after spring, he said, look, this might be a blessing to God, and you're going to stay in the pocket a lot more. And I was like, all right, maybe. So, I mean, people go through injuries all the time. You just got to make sure you put your mind to it, that you can overcome anything, and that's really what he had said. Because, I mean, doctors had told him he'd never throw football again after his junior year in college after he tore up his shoulder. And everybody knows what happens after that. So he proved a lot of people wrong. So
You mentioned you had some pain from your calf Saturday. Was there also some scar tissue was breaking up there? Suppose that.
that's what I had heard. It could have happened too. I mean, like I said, nothing else had happened to it, no MCL or LCL when it happened. It was just I got hit in the backside of my calf, and with the brace being so tight that it had kind of hurt the whole thing. Not really hurt it, but swelled it up a little bit.
How do you feel about your knowledge of the offense and where you are in the system at this point? Just you feel like you know everything you need to?
Yeah, I feel like I know a good amount of stuff, but I mean, there's always room for improvement, and I mean, you can never be satisfied with where you are, and as long as it's working on your technique, watching more film on defenses, studying your own team even more, carrying out your fakes and stuff like that, I mean, there's always room for improvement.
When you went out there Saturday, did Coach Morris or Coach Sweeney, did they just say, look, go cut it loose? Or did they say, look, be careful? Or was there any final words of wisdom for you before you went out?
No, I mean, just go out and have fun, and that's what I did. I mean, I wasn't trying to be timid. I wanted to play the game like I normally play, not do something that I wouldn't do. And making that cut is exactly the type of cut I had made that tore my ACL and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, it was in the back of your mind, but really you're just going out and playing. If whatever happens, happens. So.
You mentioned watching RG3 last night, and everybody on TV is like, oh, he's coming back in 8 months, all this stuff.
Yeah.
You look at yourself and Sam, you're like, well, hey, we're playing
Yeah.
after 4 months. Where's all the
I mean,
doing all that? I mean, is it kind of remarkable to you? That you
yeah,
like this
I mean, it is, but at the same time, you still got so many people saying, why are you back so quick? Why are you still back so quick? And it's like, dang, should I really be back that quick and everything? I mean, yeah, there's been new advances in the medical field and all that, but like I said, if you're working hard and you're dedicated and you want to put your mind to something, you can really do it. And I truly believe that from the bottom of my heart, that if you say something, it'll happen. So.
How much did you talk to Sam through the process with you guys?
Oh, we was in there every day with each other working hard, and I mean, one day I was down and he was picking me up, and next day he was down and I was picking him up, and every day we were just trying to pick each other up, push each other, and I mean, sometimes we get angry at each other because we're pushing each other so hard, but that's what you need, and to see someone like me and him both be able to come back so quick, it was really a testament that we were able to put our minds to it. So.
What do you think you can bring to the offense right now? Well, obviously, very strong arm, you run very well, but just in general, there's things that you do that maybe other guys don't do like you or as well as you do. What can you provide?
I think just seeing things on the defensive side of the ball that Taj wouldn't see if he's out there running the play, obviously. And us seeing it from the sidelines kind of a lot slower than he is in the game type situation. I mean, just helping him off the field. So, I mean, whatever Coach Morris has in store, I'm willing to do it. So.
I think you kind of talked about it on Saturday, but just getting to play in that first college game after having the red shirt, never mind the injury, but just actually getting out there for your first time. How's that experience?
Well, it was a true blessing knowing that I was able to play in my first ever college football game, and I'd set so many goals for myself back in, I think it was about the 8th grade. I had written them down, and that was one of my goals, was to play in my first ever Division I college football game, and that's what I was able to do. And I mean, there's a whole bunch more I want to check off, 2 on that list, and I know it's coming soon, but it just felt so good just to get back out there at least.
What were some of those other goals?
Start a Division I football game, hopefully go to the NFL. I mean, there's so many big goals. Everybody's got big goals, but to write them down and to see them every day, that's what you need to do. If you want to achieve your goals, you got to see them and believe that you can do it.
How hard is it for a guy, I assume you probably started from your sophomore year of high school on, and then last year, just be a red shirt and you have to suddenly not be the guy.
Yeah.
How much of an adjustment was that?
It was, but I mean, just playing in last week's game, just to get tackled again in a game-like situation. I haven't been tackled in about 2 years. Just to get tackled again felt real good. I mean, that first tackle, I was like, all right, it's pretty cool again.
Is that what you said to the defensive line?
I did. So I said, appreciate the tackle, man. It really did feel good just to get back out there and get tackled from an opposing team rather than your team on scout team last year and stuff like that. So it felt real good.
And what about, by the time you got in there was still probably 50,000 people in the stadium.
Yeah.
The biggest crowd you've ever been in front of in the game.
Yeah.
Is there a certain aura about that, or because you just have so much on your mind going into a game to even think about it?
I mean, you're so tuned into the game that you really don't think about the crowd and stuff. But even in the spring game, there was a lot of people too, and it just felt good, really, just to be out there with everybody, all your friends and stuff like that. So it just felt good.
I'll say